It's Disney Cruise News time. Disney Cruise News just keeps coming, and we've got a lot of it today. They have recently announced that the Disney Wonder will be celebrating the Christmas holidays in Australia and New Zealand this year. They have also added a New Zealand port for one of those cruises. On the Disney Fantasy, they have recently done a 2-week Dine and Play Trial Run. The Disney Treasure has many updates from sea trial runs, new merchandise, and even when they're going to New York for their christening ceremony. That will also be a first look for people to actually get on board the ship. We've got some new updates for the adventure as well. They've put out a casting call, The Dream is in Drydock, and we recently found some information on the size of those 4 new ships that just got announced this summer. And I am super excited to get to share the news that the Christmas holidays are coming to Australia and New Zealand this year. These Christmas cruises for Australia and New Zealand are actually dubbed Celebrate the Holidays at Sea. And I really want to call this out because I think the holidays at sea distinction is a little bit different than their maritime cruises. The maritime cruises will always have Santa on each cruise. I think the holidays at sea might not have Santa on every cruise. There might even be a change in activities. Nonetheless, it is definitely going to be Christmas on the Disney Wonder this year. They state, quote, "Delight in enchanting holiday-themed entertainment and festive decor in the atrium. Gather around the Christmas tree with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse for a fun-filled tree lighting on sailings from November 24th through December 28th. And on the December 24th sailing, departing Sydney, you may even come face-to-face with the one and only Santa Claus himself." That says to me that Santa Claus is only going to be on that one sailing. So just keep that in mind. If he shows up on the other ones, then that's a great bonus. They will also have meet and greet and photo opportunities with your favorite Disney friends in their jolly holiday attire. All of those cruises are meant to be a vacation at sea, so you're really there to experience the ship and all of the entertainment on it. That being said, the 5-night Disney Magic at Sea cruise from Auckland now has a port stop in Taronga, New Zealand. That's super exciting. We cannot wait to go visit New Zealand. Super excited for you guys that are going to be on that cruise. Now on the Disney Fantasy, they have recently done a 2-week Dine and Play Trial Run. The Dine and Play program was for main dining. This is for your tiny humans. The main dining dinner takes about an hour and a half. A lot of kids would much rather go play. So with the Dine and Play program, when you go to main dining for dinner, they would get fed first, and then the youth counselors would come pick them up and take them back to the Oceaneers Club. This was a huge hit with a lot of parents because you get to go enjoy the family dining with your little one, and then you can enjoy some adult dining as well, even if you're going to go to Palo. That trial run is over by now, I'm sure, and it was specifically on the Fantasy, but hopefully they will be rolling that out fleet-wide very soon. Stay tuned, I'll let you know. Eagle-eyed Disney cruisers like the DCL Dude podcast might have noticed this new port that was added in the Netherlands. If you try to book that port, you will likely find that that is not possible. This is the area where the Disney Treasure has been doing a little bit of practice runs, some sea trials, so this is likely for crew members or other people that are invited to be a test audience, so to speak, on the ship. They would likely book through that link. Purely speculation, I don't know this officially at all, but if you've noticed that port, that is likely what it's for. A couple of weeks ago, the Disney Treasure completed another milestone when it was guided by tugboat down the Ems River from Meyer Werft shipyard towards the open water for the first time. The ship went through a series of rigorous tests known as sea trials, and the captain of the Disney Treasure, Captain Marco, was on board to help oversee the trials and ensure that the Disney Treasure is ready for its upcoming transatlantic journey. And that transatlantic journey is going to take it to New York. And over on Storybook Destinations, we see this step aboard the Disney Treasure invitation. The Disney Treasure will make a special stop in New York City, and that's when the fun really begins. While the Disney Treasure is in New York City, they will be having the christening. It is scheduled to take place November 19th through 20th. Sounds like this is going to be a 2-day event. This is going to be in New York City on the harbor at Pier 60. The first people that will be on the Disney Treasure Wednesday, November 20th. They're going to get a good look at the ship, and I'm quite sure we're going to see a lot of that on the website. Stay tuned, we'll definitely have coverage. After that, they will likely have some test cruises and media cruises to help everything run smoothly for the maiden voyage. This really is a way that they can test out, see what kind of kinks are in the system and how they might need to revise them. Since the Treasure is a sister ship to the Disney Wish, they've definitely got more information that they can utilize from the Disney Wish to get the Disney Treasure in fabulous working order. And while they were doing those sea trials, we got a really fun look at the new new menu for Coco on board the Disney Treasure. Disney Cruise Line blog has this posted up on their website. This has a full dinner menu for the Plaza de Coco, and it also has the kids menu as well. They definitely seem to have some really wonderful, flavorful options on this menu. Everyone on the 7-night cruises on the Disney Treasure are going to have 2 menus at each main dining restaurant. So Plaza de Coco will have 2 themed nights, one with the mariachi band and another one that builds off the story in the movie. They will also have 2 different menus, and we've gotten a look at one of the full menus for Plaza de Coco. Abuelita Elena's Shrimp Diabla looks so good, and we will definitely be trying these beef short ribs. They have a lot of really great looking dishes on here. They seem to really dive into the flavors a bit more in this restaurant, and we've got every salad, appetizer, entree on that menu in this breakdown on Plaza de Coco. And for the Moana stage show on the Disney Treasure, rehearsals have been in action for a while, are going strong. Everything seems to be on course for its debut in December. There are going to be 3 new merchandise collections. These will debut exclusively on board the Disney Treasure during the 2024 inaugural season. I feel like that should be 2025 inaugural season. Anyway, they have the Adventures Ahoy collection. This consists of playful apparel pieces, themed accessories, and homeware items. This will have all of your favorite pals donning their voyage-ready ensembles. This new line is inspired by the Disney Treasure's theme of adventure. The second one is the Disney Treasure logo collection. This takes inspiration from the ship's namesake. This collection will feature gold hues and glitter. They're going to have some new Loungefly accessories. We love those. These are going to have a touch of glamour, a touch of shimmer, and a 3D gemstone print. I'm quite sure the Treasure Bling Loungefly and headband will probably be pretty popular. And the third is the Disney Treasure Inaugural Collection. This commemorates the debut season of the Disney Treasure. This collection has a jewel-toned color scheme reminiscent of the ship's Agrabah-inspired Grand Hall and Princess Jasmine's iconic royal garb. This collection has apparel, accessories, and keepsakes, and these new collections will debut on the Disney Treasure when it sets sail on its maiden voyage in December. And as a pro tip, make sure you get a dated ornament or a dated coffee mug. Those are great to have throughout the year, and the ornaments are fabulous just to reminisce when you're hanging them on the tree. The Disney Adventure is the next ship that should be coming out next year in 2025. This is the ship that will be sailing to Singapore exclusively for its first 5 years. And while we do not have a lot of information yet, actually none as far as dates are concerned. Oh, actually make sure you subscribe because I will post those dates as soon as we know anything. And we did find out Disney Careers and the Disney Adventure did have a casting call recently, so they are definitely getting ramped up. And they also released this new artwork for the Avengers Assemble experience. This is a stage show. It will be on the Garden stage in their Disney Imagination Garden. This Avengers Assemble show will have jaw-dropping stunts, incredible special effects. This is going to be a live show, an epic battle of Marvel superheroes and villains at sea. And make sure you go check this out because you will also be able to catch Deadpool as he makes his debut appearance on board the Disney Adventure. And it looks like the jet ski, water ski experience is back at Castaway Cay. These are quite a lot of fun and they've been gone for a while now. So if you've been wondering, make sure you check for that when you do your Castaway Cay excursions. And an important note that we saw this month is that Germany is supporting the Meyer-Werft shipyard to stay in business. This is great for Disney cruisers, of course, because the Disney cruise ships are finished in the Meyer-Werft shipyards. This is also great news for the cruising industry at large because there are a lot of ships that go through that shipyard. The Disney cruise ships regularly go through a process called dry dock. This is where they get lots of upgrades, renovations, deep cleaning, and sometimes some fun additions. Usually they are in dry dock for a couple of weeks. The Disney Dream went into dry dock on September 16th and will re-enter passenger service on October 20th. So that is a full month in dry dock. They will be getting a new funnel suite, a new spa, new check-in area, more treatment rooms. They're going to update the use spaces in the Oceaneer Club, Edge, and Vibe. They will also have additional dining options, including a cantina on Deck 11 and a new concierge lounge. So stay tuned next month. We'll let you know for sure everything that we can see from these new updates. And last but not least, we saw some information about the 4 new ships that will be coming. These were announced at D23. They will be released from 2027 to 2031. So you can see here, for 2024, Disney has 1 ship that is being released. That is the Disney Treasure. It is 140,000 tons, and the capacity 2,500 means 2,500 staterooms. And the guest is about 4,000 capacity. Now, in 2027, you see the first of that new class of ships, and it has 160,000 tons. I think that's about 15% larger, and their capacity here is 3,000, so it looks like they're going to have another 500 staterooms. So because of this information, we know that these 4 new ships will definitely be a bit larger than the Wish class ships, the Wish Treasure and Destiny. Just because it's only a little bit larger than the Wish does not mean that they are going to do the same layout, because the Magic class, Dream class, and Wish class all have their own distinct sizes and layouts. It will have 500 more staterooms, so wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot of concierge staterooms. I have seen somebody ask about single staterooms. I just don't think that's something they're going to end up doing on Disney. They could just keep the Wish layout and add staterooms only, but I hope not. So I think, hopefully, ideally, they will take all that they have learned from the Wish class and the Adventure and have an entirely new design for this new class of ships. Even if it's just enhancing the Wish class design, and particularly I would love to see if they add a little more room in the dining room, or perhaps not having the Aquamouse noise right next to the adult area. That could be a good idea as well. And then Disney will release the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th ships in 2029, 30, and 31 respectively. So there is a lot of Disney Cruise news coming. It is amazing to think that right this minute there are only 5 ships in service, and 7 years from now there will be 13. Disney Cruise Line is growing by leaps and bounds, and I really enjoy it because it's fun to have the variety. When it was just the 2 classes of ships, they never changed the menus. You really had the same experience on a Disney cruise ship for about 10 to 15 years. So I really love the variety that's coming in with these new ships. And if you're getting excited or curious about the holidays on a Disney cruise ship, we just released the Disney Cruise Merry Time on the High Seas breakdown. Everything you want to know about their Christmas cruises. Make sure you share this with a friend or a cruise group. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. We'll see you real soon with some more Disneys.